God, Tingle, what are you doing to me? Ooh. Hey, this is a good camera. Oh yeah. What? Ow.
Tyler, I need help. You know, I didn't just grow up on console games when I was a kid. There was a point in my life for playing games on the computer, even though it was like really old school and hard to like get it to work. It was really cool. I remember playing DOS games when I was a kid, and most of them were pretty fun and memorable, like the Buck Rogers games and Jazz Jackrabbit, although there have been a few that were pretty strange, to say the least. So I figured I'd talk about some of them, whether I just played it when I was a kid or if I just found out about it. So let's get started.
Dude, what are you doing? This is my thing.
Let's get started.
Unbelievable.
Man, this game sure does have a jaunty tune for a game where all I do is bash some dude's face into his face hole. I'm also kind of curious as to why the game is called Choose Your Enemy. Like, I'm pretty sure most people don't seek out someone to beat up. Like, it's counterintuitive much, right? Am I right? Anyways, this game is all about throwing punches. No tact, no skill, no knowledge about the finer arts of pugilism, just mindless bashing of the give this man a concussion button. I think the best thing about this game though, and believe you me, there's not a whole lot of good things about it, is that your health is determined by, get this, your teeth. Yup, that's right, your pearly whites represent how much of a beating you have left in you. I gotta give him an A for effort for the clever health bar design, and also a Y for you should probably go see a dentist. It doesn't matter though. By the end of this fight, both of these gentlemen will look like old geezers whose teeth are falling out as easy as Janet Jackson's boobs on national television. That joke was 10 years in the making. Okay, so maybe this next game isn't so weird as a whole, in as much as the thought of a Honeymooners video game even existing is something I never would have expected, which immediately made it stand out when I was picking games for this video. And the game definitely does a good job of peacocking, as it's called, and demonstrating just how odd it is. For example, oh my God. What level of hell did I suddenly step into? That was absolutely terrifying. I mean, like, just look at them right now. They're on the bus having all one-way tickets to Hades because that's where their goddamn theme song came from. Anyways, this game is actually a minigame compilation, which is kind of surprising considering this was way before Mario Party even came out. There's one way you drive a bus and deliver people to where they want to go, a la Crazy Taxi, except not fun at all. Although it is the best minigame out of the bunch, and that's saying something. There's also a mini-game where you're in an old-school first-person view and you're roaming the sewers fixing leaks, which is really hard to do because you can get lost so easily. You don't have a map at your disposal to run around with, so you're kind of going in blind. You did have one earlier, but then this guy friggin' lost it. Like, just look at that. It went like, boop, and then it's gone. No map. And finally, a puzzle game that is practically impossible to pass because you're not giving anywhere near enough time to finish it. Just like, well, look at this puzzle. It's in black and white. Most of the squares are indistinguishable to tell what it is. Like, just look at this one. Like, what is that? What is that? Where does it go? Where does it go? These don't make sense to me anymore. So this is yet another game that may not seem too entirely out of place or particularly strange, but believe you me when I say this game definitely does not stand the test of time. In this ancient relic, probably dug out of some prehistoric Egyptian coffin, you play as a secret agent named David Wolf, a pretty obvious ripoff of James Bond. So basically he's a womanizer and he plays with all kinds of shiny gadgets on his trip to save the world. First things first though, this game is filled to the brim with still frame digitized actors who look like they just came out of a coloring session from a really bad comic book. With the worst part about that being the graphics are turned all the way up. Now I know it's really easy to bum rush an older game for its graphics, but let me tell ya, the gameplay definitely doesn't stand out either. Amidst the visual novel-esque dialogue portions, the gameplay consists of 5 different sections where you're given control of a vehicle of some sort, with 2 of the 5 being car chases. The first vehicle section is my personal favorite, but for all the wrong reasons. As David Wolf, secret agent, Metal Gear, you're given a glider for some reason. And just like any sassy agent would do, he speeds off while being talked to by his nerdy assistant. See ya, Doc! During this section, if you fly too low, you'll fall into the water. Now just to note, the entirety of the game has been silent up to this point. No sound effects or music whatsoever. So when this particular moment happened, it completely solidified its spot in this video, based off of this one little bit alone. I can assure you, it's worth it. I promise. Let's check it out.
Games are getting really weird. I don't know if I can handle it. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Whew. Not that nerd's out of here. Let's talk about the game that I thought was weird.
For my weird DOS game, I chose Adult Film Cameraman. The objective of this beautifully crafted game is to—
Tyler, no! What are you doing? You can't show that, no!
Fine, I'll pick the next best thing. Tongue of the Fat Man because this guy's rubbing his— Tongue of the Fat Man was made in 1989 by Activision and was also called Slaughter Sport on the Sega Genesis, so its prob's gonna be pretty good. I know nothing about this game, so let's just jump in. We first have to choose our character, either a human, a pixel dude, or a blue guy. I'm pretty partial to the blue guy myself, so let's do this. You pick your name and you're off to this guy, who lets you buy a weapon and bet money on the fight. I guess I should choose a weapon, right? Oh god. Oh my god. I think I'll pass on a weapon. Thanks, though. I'll call you. I love you. Whatever, let's just fight. Before the eyes of many of the most beautiful things, I stand my ground and— oh god, nope, ow, ow, this isn't going as planned. I literally have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, there are these bars, but what even? All I know is that he has more of them. Every few seconds, someone random will pop into frame and I don't even know. Just stop it. I'm already dead. Poor Boner. You were bound to be beaten. Take this body to the doctor. Little does he know, I bet everything on the other guy. I'm rich. Ha ha ha.
So yeah, that game was pretty weird.
Gee, that game was pretty weird. How's about this one?
Out of all the games I played for this video, Theme Park Mystery is the only one I can really remember playing as a child, but then completely forgot about until earlier this year when I rediscovered it after wanting to remember what it was called. I don't remember much, but I figure now's as good a time as any to give this one a go again. I don't know which thing is more strange. Eye Faucet, Dragon Road, Rock Planet. Alls I know is that if I was judging this contest in terms of things that don't match, they'd all get sparkly stickers. Except for Rock Planet, because that's pretty much what plants are made of. Made of rocks. So when the game starts, you play some regular old guy in a trench coat around what appears to be a railway station with a few cabinets hanging about, with one of them being a fortune teller's booth of some sort. Using the good old let's see if some sucker accidentally lets them change the machine trick, you'll get a few coins. Pop one of those bad boys in and... Holy crap, that was actually really cool. I think that scene is the one thing I remember most from this game, as I was always mesmerized by it as a kid. After the fortune teller hilariously opens and closes his mouth, nom, 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 he gives out a card that serves as a ticket for the train, and since there's not a whole lot else to do, off we go. Whoa, where am I going? Is this a time travel-y train? Straight line? Train? Oh my god, it's just like one. So I guess my dude was transported from Yesterdayland to Dragonland, a medieval fantasy realm. And just why was I teleported here exactly? I have no idea. You can get some hints on what to do by giving the fortune teller dude some more tokens, but you only get like 2 of them when you hit the coin return button, and you have to use 1 to get him to give you the ticket to use the train. You can win some more tokens by playing the spinny ball game, but it's hard and finicky to win, and most of the time you'll see your ball land right back at the stopper. But that doesn't mean it can't be fun! Whoa! Anyways, after using a token to get a hint, the only useful piece of information I know is that I need to collect some goblins, I guess. If there's anything else I have to do, I have no idea what it is, so we're going in blind. Back in Dragonland, the game becomes a run-of-the-mill platformer, and unfortunately this is where it begins to lose its charm. It's actually pretty challenging, what with the whole not knowing what to do, not knowing what anything does or if anything's important, and just generally feeling underwhelmed after the peculiar but alluring hub world. I guess this is a game meant for the more hardcore audience, as you're going to die a lot trying to figure out where to go and what to do in order to beat it. It's cryptic, but some people enjoy figuring things out all on their own. It's just a matter of dedication, which I kind of totally didn't really have. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but after being impressed with the beginning, it left me desiring more scenes like the fortune teller, and less been there, done that platforming. Regardless of how good or bad I feel this game is, let's end this on a weird note, shall we? Because that's what this video is all about. If we climb up a bit into the level, we'll find this potion lying around to grab. In my inventory, it's labeled as a sleeping potion. So let's find out what happens when I use it.
So yeah, those are some pretty weird games. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right, Tyler?
Oh yeah, pretty weird, like this arm that you broke.
Look, Tyler, I'm sorry I broke your arm by shoving you out of the chair. I was uncalled for. I'm sorry.
It's alright, man. I'm sorry I called you a nerd.
Suck it, nerd!
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching my video. It really truly does mean the world to me. If you liked it, then please consider subscribing, and if you really liked it, then please give it a like. Both of those would help me out so much. Super special shoutouts to my friend HappyMaskGamer for agreeing to be a part of this video. He's super awesome, and if you aren't already subscribed to him, then here's a link to his latest video where you can do that. And if you want to check out my last video, then you're more than free to click that little link too. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good one.